Hi, everybody. I won't take up much of your time. Just asking if you do like the videos and you've been watching for a while, please consider subscribing and maybe leaving a like or a comment. I do respond to pretty much every comment for the most part. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video. All right, everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy 1. So I spent a lot of time grinding up to level 26. And so that's like 7 or 8 levels at least more than we were last time. So we should be fine now. Just going through and just getting all the things we need to get from all the Mystic chests. I also, in the Pixel Remaster, for some reason, you can go diagonal. I just figured that out too, which is weird. Never been able to go diagonal in any of the 2D Final Fantasy games. But now in the Pixel Remasters you can. Yeah, so we're gonna go in here. They also got rid of like the Peninsula of Power, which sucks. But it's alright. I don't think I'll do any more challenges in the Pixel Remaster. I also think if I can't do it on this one, I might try it again in the Game Boy Advanced version. More monsters. There's going to be monsters in all of these. Though the mummies I don't think are as bad as whatever was in the middle chest. But I'm not sure. What do we get? Oh, the power staff. Okay. What does that do? Staff with good attack power. Okay. More monsters. I think more mummies. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like a lot of the changes they made. Steel gloves. Alright. Because, like, here, you would get into the battles with the monsters when you stepped in front of the chest. So you could fight these really good experience and really good money battles over and over just by kind of walking back and forth like this. But you can't do that now. It's just a one and done. So we got that. Now we need to go to Marsh Cave, go to the basement, and go to all the rooms at the bottom of the same room where we found the crown. Which is where I did all of my grinding, because the Peninsula of Power is gone. If you don't know what the Peninsula of Power was, it was a... it's a peninsula east of Pravica, where we got the boat. And it had like higher level monsters on it that you could fight and get tons of experience and tons of money if you were strong enough. Like, you had to be pretty strong to fight, but you can't do that in this one. Like, you can go to the peninsula, it's there, but the high level enemies aren't there anymore. It's just the normal enemies that show up there, which kind of sucks because that was like a huge deal. Like, I would have been able to level up so much faster. If I had the Peninsula of Power. Yep, I've also gotten pretty full on a bunch of items to protect us and heal us up in between battles. Excuse me. The green slimes are getting easier because we crit a lot more often. And crits actually hit them for full damage, so... Gargoyles are good experience. Alright. So we're almost to the bottom here. Yeah, see, we crit, like, all the time. But it's these bottom rooms right here. These are locked by the Mystic Key. So, if you don't have the Mystic Key, you can't get these items. But now we have it, so we're gonna get them. What are you? Oh, more Pisga demons. Okay. These are the same things that were protecting the crown. Okay, now he's gone. Monsters. Anacondas. Oh, we gotta heal Eden. After this fight. Silver armlet. Again, like, we're not equipping anything because it makes us worse. Cool. And we can restock whenever we leave because we'll have a lot of stuff to sell. We're picking up a bunch of money from just fighting these things. And then... and it's like... The only thing I like better about this than the Game Boy Advance version is at every item shop you can buy every item. It's not like if you want a certain set of items you have to go all over the world to find the certain items. You can just get everything all at one place. All that for an antidote? Alright, and I think the third one doesn't have anything in it. But then there's a fourth one. Monsters. Another Pisga demons. Oh, lots of gil. Okay. Alright, now it's time to get out of here. I keep trying to, like, press my speed up button for the Game Boy Advance version. But I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 1 and 2 lately, so I might do... Alright, I'm going to tell you a story real quick. I just tried to do a challenge off camera just to see if it was possible in Final Fantasy 2. Alright, so the challenge was I was going to go completely unarmed and try to beat the game. No items used in battle. No, no magic, no equipment, just unarmed attacking, which is actually pretty strong if you level it up. Just unarmed attacking, no armor, no nothing. I got all the way to the end. Like, the very last boss. But the last boss was impossible. Like, it was never gonna happen. To all of the enemies in the last dungeon, I was doing like 1,800 damage per hit. Just about. Everything was fully leveled up. There's like But I went from doing 1,800 to the regular enemies in the final dungeon. Then on the final boss, I would hit it for maybe 20 each, because it just has such high physical defense. You're not supposed to use, like, physical attacks on it. And if you do, you have to have, like, the cursed sword or something, or the ancient sword, whatever it's called, that casts curse, to lower its stats. But I was doing 20 damage at most to the final boss. But the thing is that every time the boss physical attacks you, it absorbs all of the damage that it does. And when it was attacking me, because I had no armor, it was doing between 3,000 and 6,000 damage and just healing any attacks that I could do. So it was like I hadn't even heard it, and it would physical attack once every like 4 or 5 turns. So there was no way that I was going to get ahead with damaging it. So it was literally impossible. I went through the entire game fairly quickly. Actually, like the grinding at the end was kind of tedious. Because I had no armor, I really had to get everybody to max health at the end. But yeah, it's completely 100% impossible, which made me kind of mad. But there is a challenge that is possible that I've seen people do before, and that's playing Final Fantasy II with only magic. Like, magic is the only things you can use to attack. So I'm thinking about doing that maybe after this. But because I could still do it with, like, you can't equip any weapons, you can't equip any armor, you can only use magic. And I think I can do that. That would actually be kind of easy. So let's dock. So the thing that we actually need to move on with the story is in Cornelia Castle. So I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go get that, and then I'm gonna go to the Chaos Temple and get the last of the stuff there. So if we go up here. Mithril Knife, Saber, Cottage. This is the Nitro Powder, okay. Which is the quest item. Even though we're not really paying attention to story stuff. But there's just a couple more items that we want to get. Just to say that we got them. We really don't need them. But they'll be good to sell to get items. And I think really the only enemies guarding them are like gargoyles. But like monk builds in these games are actually pretty darn strong. And it was strong in Final Fantasy II, right up until the freaking final boss. Because, I mean, Chaos is pretty broken. But he's not that broken. Oops. Oops. Don't be wasting items now. Those guys kind of look like they have masks on. Werebuster, Gold Needle. And they didn't even have the gargoyle battles. That's fine. Gold Needles are really important. We'll definitely need, like, all of those by the end of the game. We're gonna need, like, all of the status restoring items that we can get. I don't know why it does that. It's not my controller. It's like some of the directional buttons are tricking the game into thinking that I'm pressing the menu button when I'm not. Like, my hand wasn't even on the... Like, my hand is only on the D-pad. And it does that randomly. It's not my controller. It's just something with the D-pad, because if I use the stick, it doesn't do that. It's just something in the D-pad. But it did that with my other controller, too. So it's something with the game. It's not my controller. So now that we have that nitro powder, we can go to where the dwarves live, which is right over here. Actually make some story progress. A little bit. Yeah, so until you do this story stuff, there's no way to fight stronger enemies than what you can fight right here, and we're already way past leveled up for them. So this is Mount Duergar. It's got some items for us, which is also locked behind the Mystic Key. But there would be no reason to come here before you got the Mystic Key, unless you just happen to stumble upon it. Like, this room is locked by the Mystic Key. Throw mail. And then we talk to this guy. Give him the nitro powder. And he's gonna blow it up. Get out of the way, it's gonna blow. Cool. Woohoo! Alright. So now that that's blown open, we can go to the next area, which is right around where we get our first crystal. So we're gonna go sell a bunch of stuff, buy a bunch of stuff if we can. I don't know if this place has an item shop or not. Eh. Or maybe it's like a magic shop that they don't have, something like that. No, it has a magic shop, if I remember correctly. So it's got an inn. It's got magic shops. Okay, so there is no item shop here, but we can go into any of the shops and just sell. Don't need ethers. How many gold needles do I have? 65? That's a good amount. Because we're going to start fighting stuff that can turn us to stone pretty soon. But yeah, I'm going to leave this here. And then in the next one, we should be able to just go through and maybe get the next crystal. Maybe get the first crystal. I don't know. We should be able to get close. I almost loaded. That would have been bad. But we should be able to get at least close to the next crystal. To the first crystal. Because there's a lot of like back and forth through the same dungeon. But we might be able to get pretty close. But thanks for watching. And I will see you in the next one.